The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Wonka, I am extraordinarily busy, sir. I just wanted to ask about the chocolate. The lifetime supply of chocolate for Charlie. When does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir. Wrong. Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if, and you can read it for yourself in this photostatic copy, I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc. Memo bis punitor delicatum. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
But there's all these drugs. Zoloft, Prozac. I want to have one drug encompassing it all. Call it fuck it all. I don't feel anything. I don't want to do anything. Fuck it all. The closest thing to a coma you'll ever be. Fuck it all. I'm sitting here in my own dung. Fuck it all. But the scary thing about drugs like that is they always have some horrible side effect, like may cause artificial insemination. What? What do you mean? Like there's a product called Olestra, which is a very strange thing. Olestra? What is that? Well, it said on the little side of the chips, it said, may cause anal leakage. That's not a side effect. If my ass is going... I think that's an effect, really. I think if it's fire in the hole, bad day. If you're going, how you doing, Bob? Oh, just a little anal leakage, Ted. Bob, you want to get out of the pool right now?
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Drunk uncle shark do 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 do, drunk uncle shark do 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 do, drunk uncle shark do 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 do, drunk uncle shark. Cousin shark who went to prison, cousin shark who went to prison, cousin shark who went to prison, he killed a man. Daddy shark's second family, daddy shark's second family, daddy shark's second family, he's a piece of shit. Mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, mommy shark's your younger boyfriend, he's younger than me. Awkward shark family barbecue, awkward shark family barbecue, awkward shark family barbecue, we should have heard about.
Oh, Jesus. Raise a baby shark in this family environment.
It's going to cost us a lot on therapy.
If you're like me, you find it very hard to keep your dick dry. I left my dick unprotected and it was warped out of shape in no time. I could barely recognise my own dick. Imagine that. Then I discovered Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sealant. The best way to take care of your dick in 3 easy steps. First, wash your dick with soap and water. Then wait for your dick to dry. Once your dick is clean and dry, paint your dick with Schaefer's dick sealant. I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick. But now, my dick's the talk of the town. I even have pictures of my dick. Check out that dick. I'm going to send this to my secretary. Barbara always loves to receive my dick pics. After all, summertime is all about spending time on your dick. I'll often have 20 to 30 people on my dick at once. That can really wear your dick out. causing dick splinters and discoloration. But with Schaefer's dick sealant, my dick stays a nice golden brown colour. Who wouldn't want a golden dick? I used to never let children anywhere near my dick. My dick was too dangerous for cods to play on. But it seems like every cod in the neighbourhood's been on my dick this summer, and they've all had a good time. My dick's over 70 years old, but it looks brand new. That's part of the reason all my neighbours are jealous of my dick. Wasn't that right, Jum?
Yes, you've got a nice dick, okay?
His wife is always on my dick, begging me to know the secret of my perfect dick. If you like Schaefer's dick sealant, check out Schaefer's New Zealand style cock. I had a huge hole in my dick, but I fixed it by jamming some cock in it. You'd be surprised how many things you can fix by jamming cock into them. Have an extra large hole in your dick? Try Schaefer's African style cock. Just go to your local home improvement store and ask for the big black cock. Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sealant. Don't put it on your penis.
I think I farted again. I made people leave, offended my friends. Oh baby, I just gave it a push, but I didn't know it was that serious. I could knock down wild horses, but it smells so fragrant to me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I'm breaking some wind. I ripped a big fire, I feel so ashamed. Oh baby, baby, please don't think I'm a whore. I swear it's the dark. It's got that flatulence. Yeah.
Brittany, before you go on stage, there's something I want you to have.
Oh, it's beautiful, but wait a minute, isn't this...
Yes, it is. Gas XN Beano. I went to the pharmacy to get it for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
I had no choice, baby.
I started again. My cheeks ripped apart. There's no one to blame. Oh, baby, baby. There's a sulfurous gas escaping my ass. I've got that flatulence. Oops.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
What is up, everybody? It's Wednesday, everybody. Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Hump Day. We are without Karen today. Karen had a, I wouldn't call it a family emergency. I think she just had things to do. She had to help out somebody. So everybody keep thoughts for the person that she's helping out. That's all I'm going to say about that because it's, privacy. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Wednesday, Alyssa will be in here a little bit later. We will talk Big Brother. A lot of stuff going on, Big Brother. Even though it's only been a couple of episodes, we still got that going on. John over here says, thanks very much for the Britney farting. Oh no, excuse me. The fart thing, yeah. So I went ahead. I'm always on the lookout for like the next funny thing. Or at least I'm trying, not always succeeding. So I went ahead and I saw something that I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Scotty. Scotty, of course, the host of the Morning Mayhem on Just for Fun Radio. So I'm thinking, it's like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and send this to him. And it's like, when you have David Manders on the show, go ahead and, you guys test it out. I didn't want to say Holly tested out because it's like, come on, she's still a chick. Even though I'm sure she could, I'm sure she could probably compete in a farting contest with those two. Honestly. So I saw something on Amazon. It wasn't that expensive, and it was probably more of a gag than anything. So I went ahead and it's like, there's this thing where it's like a fart buffer or something like that. It's supposed to make the farts not smell as bad. It comes with like a squeezable pump, and you stick one end. Basically, I think you stick it up your ass, to be honest with you. You stick one end up your ass, or at least in your shorts somewhere, and you go ahead, you rip one, and you start squeezing the pump to go ahead and like get fresh air down there or something like that, or to eliminate the air quality. I don't know how it happened. The way it was basically was the way it was is they didn't really test it on the show. But it's Scotty's show, so I mean, let him do what he wants. I apologize. Clear my throat all day long. I have no idea what's going on. No, it's not COVID. I don't think. It better not be. I've been vaccinated. But then again, a lot of people have been vaccinated. I mean, I think Las Vegas had like a big hit, or there was some place that got like 16 people vaccinated. Vaccinated people got COVID. Like, really? I mean, what are we taking this thing for if we're not being able to avoid getting COVID? Is it just because of the symptoms? Is that it? Anyway. So anyway, back to the fart machine. The fart machine, again, it was a gag. And of course, for that show, for Scotty's show, that is perfect, especially for Friday. So I'm messaging Scotty. It's like, listen, when I finally sent it, it was like towards the end of the week anyway. So you're not going to get it by this Friday, but do it next Friday when Manders is on. And you guys, test it out. I mean, you probably could have had Kukin go ahead and do it too. Jeffrey Kukin, who's also an occasional host on the show as well. Probably could have had him do it. I mean, but it would have just been funny to have them just blow wind in that thing and just see. I mean, Holly could have went ahead and said, "Oh, man, it smells like shit in here," or maybe it made a difference. So I don't know, but yeah, it was a pretty gag. It was a pretty good gag gift. I thought I was proud of myself. I gave myself a pat in the back, and I don't do that very often. So, so John going ahead and said, that was a pretty cool gift to go ahead and give. And I say, thank you, John, appreciate it. And again, we'll talk Big Brother here. John already basically mentioning Christian from Connecticut. He's holding on by the skin of his teeth. I don't know. Listen. It's too early. I am just starting to get to know these people. It's too early to tell right now. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll find out. That's all I can say. I got to do something about this glare, because you can see the Star Wars. You can see my computer screen just glaring there, and I feel like I'm the whitest person on earth. So I have no idea. I bought this extra light thinking I was too light, and now all of a sudden I feel like I'm glowing. I'm like, wow, Charles has never been so white before. And I'm not saying that as a racial thing. I'm just saying it's like, normally I'm a little bit darker skinned, at least tan. I don't look tan at all. So anyway, what's up, everybody? Hey, phone line's open, 813-699-5353. I'm flying solo for now. Alyssa should be coming in here probably in about, halfway through the first hour. Hopefully. We'll see how it works, but I'm over here hearing her parent, and I don't think that may not happen. But we're going to talk Big Brother when she comes in. We're going to make that. Karen not here, but she's here by proxy. She did send us some Facebook memes, so we'll get to those in the second hour like normal. Got a lot of things to go over. A lot of Disney things that we've kind of piled up here over the week. This whole Cuban thing that's been going on. There's a bunch of I have actually I'm ignorant to this. I have no idea what the hell is going on. They're protesting something. Apparently, their Cuba is not free for some reason. I have no idea. I didn't know Cuba was free. I thought Cuba has always been a part of a dictatorship. I have no idea. Yeah, John says, hope all is well with Karen and her friend. Yeah, it was again, it's not my story to tell. When Karen comes in, we'll spill the beans, which hopefully will be Friday. So we'll do that. I am thinking, and I've been thinking this. And listen, I know my numbers aren't extravagant, and so pretty much I wonder if this is even worth doing. but I'm in my mind thinking about a Monday show. Now, again, this is just preliminary. I haven't even said anything. Well, I've said stuff in the past about doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But it's like Wednesday and Friday. It doesn't sound really nice. Monday, Wednesday, Friday sounds great. And, I would like to keep all the affiliates, which, by the way, I'll go ahead and mention those in a minute. But we got a ton of affiliates. I mean, we have over a dozen affiliates that we're heard on. And we appreciate every one of those. And, of course, if I do a Monday show, I'm going to be reaching out to them, say, hey, got room for me on Monday, 7 to 9? We'll keep it motivated. But I also got to talk to Karen because, again, Karen is a big part of the show. Alyssa's a big part of the show. Me doing the show solo, as you could probably tell, I've done solo shows before. They're not that great. I need somebody to bounce off of. I enjoy interaction, and interaction is kind of my thing. Right now, I'm fiddling with a remote control, trying to go ahead and a little bit nervous. So I'm not a person that does the show solo. At least I don't like to. And, with my recent co-hosts going ahead and ditching on me, one of them to be nameless, it kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind. Karen's got life issues. She's got life that happens and things that happen. So I'm not holding her down to anything. It's like, listen, life comes first. Kids come first. Family comes first. If you got the time to come on in, great. Come on in, do the show. Unless she says otherwise, I expect her Wednesday and Friday, unless something comes up, and today something came up. So, what are you going to do? Again, that's life. That's what happens. So Charles goes on and the show must continue. Show must continue. Christian, you don't even know who I'm talking about, or maybe you do. But fuck that loser. That's what Christian says. I think he knows who I'm talking about, and I feel the exact same way. But I'm not going to officially say it. I'm not going to officially say who I'm talking about. So, but we got a lot of topics to talk about. Norwegian Cruise Lines suing the state of Florida. Because, Florida, down here in Florida, they have DeSantis signed a bill where you can't or any business is not required to go ahead and hold a vaccination ID card against you. Like if you walk into a restaurant or go on a cruise, they're not supposed to say, well, are you vaccinated? Show me your vac card. Show me your card that you're vaccinated. Can't do it. Not allowed to. So Norwegian, not Royal Caribbean, not Carnival, not MCL. It's Norwegian Cruise Lines goes ahead and files suit over Florida. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail. Social Security for the older people, they're going to go ahead and get a cost of living bump. Don't know how big it is. Hopefully it's big enough. We'll talk about grilled cheese, believe it or not. I'm not going to say a woman duct taped to a seat in a flight after biting a flight attendant. Duct tape to a seat. They carry duct tape for that reason, I guess. Unbelievable. They carry that. Chris, definitely know who you're talking about. Once I'm done building my setup, I'll join you a few times. Okay, cool. Very good. Christian Lacoste, of course, DJ Reckless up there in New Hampshire. Hopefully soon to be in Florida. Florida and Ybor City rocking the clubs over there. And I'm not talking about like the strip clubs. I'm talking about like the actual clubs where you go ahead and dance and romance, and, playing little tunes. I've seen it. I've seen it mix on a couple of his Facebook pages. Seen him mix a couple of. He's got the charisma. He's got the swag. Coke Zero making a new look, and somebody just got the wrong idea when their wedding day was, and it's just he went nuts, went haywire, and Amazon. Let's talk about this. Amazon is granted approval. They were granted approval for using a radar to monitor sleep. Again, they've been granted federal permission to create a device that monitors people's sleep. Last month, Amazon requested permission from the FCC to market non-mobile devices that use radar sensors and that would operate a higher power levels than currently allowed. On Friday, FCC went ahead and issued approval for this touchless device, which would use radar sensors to track sleep. In the request, Amazon said the device would help improve consumers' awareness and management of sleep hygiene. Didn't know. Do I have to shower while I'm sleeping? Sleep hygiene. I think this is something probably if you have sleep apnea. In the document, the FCC said Google made a similar request in 2018 for its Pixel smartphone. The FCC said, as with Google, Amazon describes how it plans to use its radar sensors to enable touchless control of device features and functions. The commission explained that Amazon plans to use the radar capability of capturing motion in a three-dimensional space to enable contactless sleep tracing functionalities. Does anybody see what's wrong with this? Does anybody see what's wrong? So basically, Amazon, and who knows when they activate this, because we all have different sleep patterns. Some people work nights, they sleep during the day. Some people sleep regularly during the night. Some people, they're up and down. So who's to say when this actually happens? When does it happen? So you mean to tell me you can go ahead and you could spy on me, get a 3D imagery of what is going on in my house, how I'm sleeping, or where I'm at, to be honest with you. That scares me. I mean, it really does. Other tech companies have sleep monitoring systems. The Apple Watch can track sleep when you wear it to bed, as can Fitbit. There are also several iPhone apps that track sleep, including iPhone's built-in health app. Well, see, that's an app. Does it actually do? Because it sounds like with Amazon, they're doing this whole 3D imagery of you while you're sleeping. You're gonna do. So what if I start jerking off in the middle of my sleep? They're gonna see that too. They're gonna see me jerking off. They're gonna see me. I'm just saying. It's like I don't know. How do you know you're sleeping? It's got to have some type of. It's really weird. Amazon needed FCC approval to use radar that captures, quote unquote, motion in a discrete space that is characterized by a short distance between the radar and what it is sensing. Does anybody make sense of that? Anybody? The power level under which the Amazon radar sensor will be permitted to operate will be the same as we previously permitted on the Google waiver. So Google is in this as well. I want to say hi to Sylvia. Thank you very much for joining. Hello there. Hopefully your Wednesday is going good. Hope everybody's Wednesday is going good, actually. So would you actually go ahead now? Are you deterred by Amazon and their sleep monitoring system that they have? I mean, it doesn't even say what Amazon it is. Is it going to be on the Echo? Is it going to be on the Fire? The Fire tablets? I mean, what is it going to be? You know, we don't even know what. We have no idea what brand it's going to happen. So we'll see. I mean, right now, apparently Google has the same thing. Fitbit and iPhones have apps too. It's like, Jesus Christ. You know, I'm so glad I stuck with Samsung. I'm so glad I stuck with Samsung, and that's the way it's going to be. I'm sticking with Samsung, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Well, all you iPhone people, all you iPhone maniacs out there, you go right ahead. You spend your 15, 20% larger because you make so much more money. You go ahead and spend the extra money on Apple stuff. It's like, yeah, Apple stuff. Listen, when your CEO steps down, that's when you should start. The CEO that's made billions steps down, you may want to look at that company a little bit. Unless he is named a successor, which he didn't. Jeff Bezos, down as Amazon CEO. So it's like, now what? Who's going to take this over? Oh, we're just going to have another person take it over, and we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. We're going to go ahead and coax the FCC. We're going to make some sketchy shit. And Amazon already is just, kind of sketchy to me. They used to be awesome to where when you had Prime, it actually meant something. You go ahead and get Amazon Prime. You're in you're the top echelon. You were the man or woman. You were the person that got their delivery within 12 hours, 24 hours. You had expedited delivery. Now, you're lucky if you get in the same fucking week. I mean, come on. See, Amazon went and just did stupid shit. Let's go ahead and get third-party vendors in here. Third-party vendors? How the fuck are you going to go ahead and control these third-party vendors? How are you going to do that? Why don't you concentrate on Amazon and just do Amazon? Fuck these other companies that are selling these other weird shit. It's like you're going on Wish. You have no idea if you're going to get this shit. And even if you do, don't call Amazon. Well, I got off your goddamn site. So what do you want me to do? Oh, well, this is delivered by the ABC Delivery. Well, I don't know who the fuck ABC Delivery is. Why do you allow them? You go ahead and place these people where they can sell stuff on your website, and you mean to tell me you're not going to take any responsibility for it? Amazon's already been sketchy. I can see why Jeff Bezos went ahead and stepped down. I can see that. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. So anyway, Amazon, the one of the stories is they granted approval to use a radar to monitor somebody's sleep. And apparently it's already a thing. It's already a thing with Apple, with iPhones, with Google, with Fitbit. I mean, it's apparently it's already a thing, but Amazon's making this to be like it's going to go ahead and project a 3D imagery of how you're sleeping. I mean, come on now. How much is invasion of privacy? Just a little bit in question there. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. What's going to lead up to? What is it going to lead up to? First off, I don't even think they asked permission. I mean, do you have to set this mode up? There was no information there whatsoever. I should actually go on Google or iPhone or even on Fitbit, and I want to see how they track your sleep. What are you tracking? How many breaths I take? How fast my heart beats? I didn't know I was under that much observation. Why don't you just let me sleep? Now I'm going to go ahead and get freaking freaked out because somebody's watching me while I sleep or monitoring me while I sleep. I don't need any of that shit. I'm paranoid enough. I don't need you monitoring my sleep. Taking a snippet of how I lay or how I, cross my... And what if I'm naked? You going to see everything there? Is that what's going to happen? What if I sleep in the nude? Which I don't. I mean, I have more respect for my wife than that. I'm not going to sleep in the nude. She doesn't need to see that gross ass. No, but it's just, what's next? What's our walking patterns? How we live? I mean, what room do we spend the most time in? Bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen? Do we stay home all the time? Is that next too? I mean, it's just creepy. Listen, if I want to find out what's wrong with me in my sleep, I'll see a fucking doctor. I don't need Amazon or Apple or any of that shit to tell me how my sleep patterns are. I'll go see a doctor. What is it going to tell me? It's not going to tell me anything. It's going to tell me your heartbeat is 65 beats a minute while you're sleeping. And when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the fucking bathroom, it shoots up to 70 beats a minute. Again, what's it going to tell me? It is all about losing more and more and more privacy. It is. And it's scary. It's scary because all this technology, it's great. It really is. It's great where you can look up social media. It's great to go ahead and look up emails and connect to people you never thought of connecting with, instead of picking up the phone, doing a rotary thing, and then you call somebody on the phone or, go to a bar to meet somebody, because nobody talks to anybody anymore. You don't live in a neighborhood where you can just go up and knock on the door and say, hey, my name's Charles. I live across the street. How you doing? You know what they do? They'll pull a shotgun on you and give you 10 seconds to leave. Or maybe they'll just shoot you right then and there. I want to say hi to Michael. Michael joining us on the show. Hello. Happy hump day. Michael, I think, is up there in New Hampshire where, listen, I want to give a shout out to Matt Connerton. And I caught part of his show today because I was working most of the time. But I caught most of Matt Connerton's show, which, by the way, you can hear Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Make sure you tune into there. But I caught Matt Connerton's show. It was his first, he said it's his first time he ever did a live remote. And he did a live remote from like across the street at a bagel shop where they serve bagels and not bagels, pretzels and beer and stuff like that. It was like it's like a pretzel shop called the Hobnob, which I find actually is a pretty cool name, actually. But he went ahead and did it there. Excuse me. I've been doing this all day. I apologize. But I'm taking a look at it, and immediately the Facebook live post had no sound or very, very weak sound. And everybody's like, there's no sound. There's no sound. What's going on? And Matt looked like he was already under enough stress as it was, because you're doing a live remote. This is like untapped territory. When you go in and do a show, you're in your environment. You're here. You know where the controls are. You have your microphone. You know where the screens are. You know what to do. Matt went ahead with a laptop and a headset with a microphone, which I got to get one of those, by the way. I don't hate it, but just hate to have a big boom stand. Just let me have a mic right there in front of me. But anyway, so Matt, Jenny, I think Easy G was there. There's a couple other special people that were there. I think one of them was like a mayor of New Hampshire or something like that, or running for mayor. I'm listening to it on the website, and, again, he goes off without a hitch. Matt does his show. He's a true professional. He knows how to run, knows how to run his show, and he does his show a lot of times by himself. I mean, I envy that, because that's something I would like to do. I would like to have enough knowledge to go ahead and fill 2 hours. I go ahead and I have enough knowledge to go ahead and say, hi, hello, how are you? And then it's like, okay, who else wants to talk? let me bounce some ideas off some people, and I'm very fidgety too. So it's like, I'm over here playing with all this type of shit. But, anyway, it's I applaud Matt, and I want to congratulate him, because that was his first live remote, as he said. And I want to congratulate Matt for getting that first remote in. And it looks like, overall, there was a few technical difficulties, but listen, overall, it was a good show. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm very happy with Matt, Jenny, and there's a few other people that came in and said hi and hello. And of course, it was a big day for Matt, and I'm very happy for him for that. So, definitely, if you ever want to listen to his show, tune in Monday through Friday. He's live between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern, rawtalkonlineradio.com. Make sure you tune in. Love us, like us, share us, and all that good stuff. John says, grilled cheese and capola. Anyone like one? Well, I like grilled cheese. I'm not sure if I get the question, but I like grilled cheese. I do like that. And there's actually a recipe. I'm going to try one of these days, probably this weekend. Hell, I'll do it tomorrow. But instead of using butter on grilled cheese, they say use mayo to go ahead and use it instead of that. And they even have a recipe where you can do grilled cheese in a crock pot, or one of the slow, not slow cookers, but the deep air fryers. You can do grilled cheese in an air fryer. I have no idea about that. So many gourmet ways to do grilled cheese. Alyssa just joined us in the studio.
I could see doing grilled cheese in an air fryer.
Yeah. I mean, I can too, but it's like, I never thought of doing that.
No, I never really thought of it either, but it makes sense.
Yeah. It's
I don't know if I'd use mayonnaise.
Well, that's what they're
instead of butter.
Well, that's what they're talking about. It's like, I'm trying to get your camera on, so I know you could care less, so I'm sorry.
No, I really
But it's
don't care.
But the mayonnaise, apparently, it's supposed to make it, I guess, smoother and maybe not as brown. I don't know. Just
I like the brown crusty bread.
Well, again, that's why I'm kind of interested. So here, let me pull up the article. This is on simplemost.com, by the way. And it shows this yummy, gooey grilled cheese. I'm hungry already. Even though I just ate, I'm still hungry. Let's see here. So according to Pure Wow, using mayonnaise will ensure your bread is golden brown because mayonnaise won't burn as easily as butter. It's the oil and egg in the condiment that allows for brown coloring on all of the added flavor. Just pull out your mayonnaise, heat up the skillet, spread it on the, just do just replace mayonnaise with the butter. That's it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. And here it is. Have you ever heard of people doing it in an air fryer? It can be done. Is when making grilled cheese with an air fryer. This I'm interested in. How to make a grilled cheese in an air fryer? Well, obviously they have the Ninja, which we have the Ninja too. The Foodie air fryer, 3 methods for each. Oh, I see. All right. You know what? Doing the air fryer, it doesn't brown the bread as much. I'd rather do it through the pan.
I like
that's the case.
The bread brown.
But it can be done.
I do it on the Foreman sometimes.
Yeah. We also have a panini maker that we could do it too, but the Foreman does well.
I thought you got rid of the panini maker when we were cleaning out the garage this
Maybe.
time.
You know what? I don't know what I have anymore. I don't know what we have anymore. I know we got a Foreman, we got a Ninja, we got a couple of Ninjas. Ninja slow cooker, Ninja Foodie. Definitely got bread and cheese, and we're gonna make this with mayonnaise. I want to try it with mayonnaise. I want to see how it works. So that's a yummy thing that we're definitely gonna try. If anybody's done it, definitely let us know. John says I'll be up in Matt's state this weekend going to NASCAR race in London. Okay, cool. Yeah, John, you had mentioned that, and I think Matt even said go ahead and come on the show. Look him up then. When I cook a turkey in the bird, when I cook a turkey, I cover the bird in mayo. It's tasty and moist. Hey.
Okay.
So listen, apparently in this case, mayonnaise does wonders. I mean, I think we need to take a look at maybe expanding our mayonnaise radar. You know what I'm saying? Sylvia says,
I just put it on sandwiches.
Sylvia says, I like Breakstone salted butter for my grilled cheese, sharp cheddar and American. So she gets a little gourmet with this. She goes ahead and gets 2 specific cheeses and blends them together. I kind of like that. I mean, listen, that's creative grilled cheese. It's not like throwing 2 slices of yellow American and just, hoping the...
I like to throw a couple of slices of ham on mine.
Well, that doesn't make it a grilled cheese anymore. Now it makes it a ham and cheese.
Whatever.
So it's a ham and cheese panini at that time.
Not exactly.
Well, what's the difference between ham and cheese in a skillet and ham and cheese pressed?
Paninis, you don't put the butter on it, I don't think.
Yeah, you'd burn it,
Just
though.
toast it.
It would... No. You still put it on the fryer. I mean, you don't put it on the fryer, but you put it on the press. You have to butter the bread, or else the bread's gonna burn.
I don't know what the difference between that and the panini is.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it that way, and
Well,
I always called it a grilled cheese anyway.
Yeah, you want it that way. I
do.
want it that way. Tell me how. Well, you put it in the Foreman. Tell me how. I fucking just told you how. Anyway. 813-699-5353. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in here to talk about. One restaurant, if you want to call it that, definitely got it their way. Burger King. Have you seen this story? Burger King left everybody walked out of Burger King on this one particular one. In Lincoln, Nebraska, a photo has gone viral on social media of a Burger King sign in Lincoln, Nebraska. The restaurant, the marquee of the restaurant says, "We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience." We all quit. How genius was that? 2 former employees told KLKN television that management's the reason why they quit. And it's not just the general manager. They're talking about corporate. The former general manager that also walked out with everybody, Rachel Flores, said they wanted to put up a sign to say, you know what? Sorry, there's really not going to be anyone here to help. It's just kind of a laugh to upper management that got put up before we opened. And I didn't think anybody was going to notice it because we did just one sign. And it was pretty crazy on Facebook. Got a call from my upper management, and they told me I need to take it down. Now, Rachel had already put in her 2 weeks notice, and then 8 of her coworkers followed. She served as general manager since January. She continued, Rachel said, they have gone through so many district managers since I've been GM. No one has come to the store to help me out. They're so in and out. Rachel said the Burger King had employees working in the kitchen with no air conditioning for weeks. Wow. At one point, the kitchen surpassed 90 degrees. She ended up in the hospital for dehydration, and her boss reacted saying that she was a baby. Kylie Johnson said, we just stayed to help Rachel out. She's my best friend. She's been with me through a lot. I wanted to help her as much as I can. I knew what was going on staffing-wise. We were just waiting for more people to come in, and we got nobody. And even these people that are coming in, they only last like maybe a week or two, and then they realize, fuck this. I don't want to work here.
Yeah.
So they said the kitchen was understaffed and would often have 3 to 4 people working during lunchtime. Rachel herself worked close to 60 hours a week. Former employees set up and management was unaware the workers were going to put up the sign. Staff had been joking about it the day before and then followed through the next day. I mean, why not?
They all quit. So
right. Who cares?
Who cares?
Rachel's boss told her to hand in her keys, and that's when she was fired. Big deal.
She already quit.
Yeah, she already gave her
you
2
can't
weeks.
Fire
like, really?
She already quit.
Well, no. If you give 2 weeks, you can still technically get fired. Now the location is still open, but of course, the 2 individuals there, Kyrie and Rachel, it says it's still understaffed with new employees leaving days just after shift starting. They believe other locations may have similar experience, and that's another problem that we're having. So even in fast food areas, and it doesn't matter the money, really. I don't even think it matters about the money.
No.
It's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming to the point where you're going to be overworked. And it's to the point where a lot of places, they're closing down for certain shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, you see Taco Bell closing for breakfast now. Golden Corral on the weekends, they serve breakfast.
Closes by 7.
Yep. You got people closing early. Like you mentioned, Zaxby's closing by 7. It's just outrageous. And it's like, how do we get out of this rut? There's got to be a way of getting out of it, but it's just people. You're going to have to find those people who are committed.
The thing is, people don't want to work for no money, and they're not getting anything. They're not getting very much from these jobs. And the thing is, these jobs were designed to be like your first job when you're in high school, or maybe just, in college or whatever. It's not meant to be a career. It's not meant to be something that you're going to do your whole life.
Yep.
And so these people who have their, some of them even have college degrees and they're working at McDonald's because their area of study is basically just, it's either not hiring or it's not even paying enough. Well, and there are a lot. I mean, I found even with a degree in psychology, that there wasn't a lot out there unless you went and got your master's.
Yep. John says no AC in the kitchen, terrible working conditions. I mean, really, John? Listen, and that's in Nebraska. You realize the temperatures down there? I mean, just the temperatures in the Midwest alone. I think Utah's in the triple digits. It's just crazy out there. And no AC, basically a management staff or corporate that's laughing. It's like, you're a baby, get back to work. We don't care if you work with no AC. It's like, who wants to work there? Who would want to work there? I'm sorry. I'm not going to work in some place that has no air conditioning or I'm not being taken care of.
Especially when you're not being paid well.
Yeah, no shit. You want me to work in a sweatshop? No, thank you. I may make more than a sweatshop worker. I think they make 10 cents an hour or something like that.
Something
it's
like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So maybe I'm making $10 an hour working at a fast food. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go ahead and risk my health. You know what? And they'll be lucky if this is the way it is in that Lincoln, Nebraska store. They would be lucky if they actually had running water. You'd be surprised. Those people in Nebraska, they probably have to go back out to the pump. Well, we need water to do dishes. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. And like Little House on the Prairie. They're pumping water into a bucket. I mean, it's this is absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I'm sure it's not the only the fast food chain that's happened. I'm sure there's McDonald's because listen, Burger King, McDonald's, and a whole bunch of other fast food chains, they're all franchise owned. And all these franchise owned, they're all different types of people. You can call them slumlords, to be honest with you. Because they're just going ahead and turning a profit no matter what you do. As long as you pump out food, they don't care how you are. Oh, is your air conditioning? Okay, we'll have somebody there in a couple of months. Oh, you're going to wait till winter time to go? Yeah, we'll wait. It's like, if you have management that doesn't care, how do you expect to have people to work for you? Do you want to have a successful business? Unless this one Burger King really wasn't pulling in the grapes. I don't know. It's in Lincoln. Lincoln's a pretty important city in Nebraska. And obviously it's important enough to have it gone viral with this sign. So obviously there must be somebody's paying attention over there. I'm laughing because they all came together and said, we all quit, like a big middle finger to everybody. And that is amazing. That is amazing. We all quit. They even have the nerve to say sorry for the inconvenience. They were apologetic of them quitting. I wouldn't be apologetic to anybody. Well, you know what? No, I take that back.
It's not the customer's fault.
Exactly. That's the point I was trying to make. I was going to make is it's not the customer's fault, and they're the ones that are going to suffer. Because those people who are coming in on their lunch break, they want that Whopper with cheese. They want that chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken or whatever. They're going to have to wait that much longer because there's nobody staffed there because of the fucking management. Well, listen, the AC is broken. We're working in 95-degree heat. But we'll get your Whopper out to you as soon as we can. Because,
don't mind the sweat drippings on it.
Yeah, don't mind the extra added salt from my sweat dripping on your meat. I know that just sounds weird. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying, the Whopper meat still doesn't sound that bad. It doesn't sound that great either.
Nope.
But I'm just saying, it's like, the ovens and the fryers don't make it any better. It's just you're looking at a interior temperature of 90 plus degrees. I mean, you might as well just work outside.
Yeah.
You know what? Just bring the grill outside and let's just have like one big hoedown.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Turn it into burger barbecue. Just bring out the patties, which we all already know they're bullshit anyway. Bring out the patties, and then you want flame grilled, because I know there's no flames going in there. It's a bunch of freaking flat surfaces. There's no flame broiled going on there. Let's make this bitch flame broiled. If we're gonna work in 90-degree temperatures, we're gonna do it on a fucking grill. Give me a big ass smoker. We'll smoke some Whoppers.
I don't know about smoked Whoppers.
I don't know. Listen, what they're talking about. Air fried grilled cheese. We could talk about smoked Whoppers. Right? I mean, it's just terrible how, listen, you wonder why. You wonder why you're short-staffed, and you think it's just because of people wanting a bigger paycheck. I mean, yes, granted. But I'm over here thinking it's like...
But
if they were to work in a normal temperature and they were treated nice... I think they would have stayed.
Some of them might have, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think most of them might have.
Yeah.
Whopper or Vienna, Alyssa? Which one?
What?
I think John's being a little bit sick there. Would you prefer a Whopper or a Vienna?
I don't like either one.
I think he's talking about the size of the meat, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, tell me one person. You tell me one person that likes Vienna over a Whopper, and I'll show you somebody who's full of shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was tagged in something. How about that?
Where are you?
I was. Tune in today to get your free. Oh, I missed out on a chance to get a Matt Connaughton t-shirt. He probably didn't have my size anyway. But I was tagged into that photo. All right. Anyway. Again, Matt Connaughton, live Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Oh, lots of Disney stuff. Lots of Disney. We'll get to that. We'll take a break. We'll get to that here in a second. We're going to get to Big Brother. Big Brother talk. A lot of things going on with Big Brother, and it's just the first
How
week.
is there a lot of things going on already?
There is.
What did I miss? Because
everything that I typed.
Oh.
Everything typed. There's already scandals going on to the person that we thought. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're over here saying, well, what did we type? What did we type?
Well, no, I thought I missed something. Like there was something else going on that I didn't know about.
Starsky says Hillary 2020. We already had the election there, dude. I think it's done. Hillary lost. As a matter of fact, Hillary didn't even run. Hillary. Politics. I hate it. I hate politics. Do you have any idea what's going on with this Cuban thing? These Cuban protests?
No.
Something's going on in Cuba. I have no idea what it is.
Ask Mo. He's Cuban. Maybe he knows.
He's working until 1. I already asked him if he wanted to be a part of the show tonight. He said he's working until 1. They got him in a warehouse. I'll bet you that's like 90 degrees too. All right, let me load up some songs here. All right, we're going to take a break. All you people that are going to run from the break, go ahead. Check back with us in about 6-7 minutes. We'll come on in. We'll talk Big Brother. We're going to have the Facebook memes. And we'll have other shit to talk about, too. Of course, the phone lines are always open, 813-699-5353. Do not go anywhere. And if you do, come on back because we love you all. Maybe. But we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
Take my hand, pull me through. I've tried to stand, don't know what to do. I'm on my own, miserable, I'm from pain. Stuck behind, I cannot gain. There's no way out. We're falling into misery. Sound my heart make waves. We don't wanna live alone. So bring your life into our boat. Fly to blind to fish and seas. These empty minds are all I see. Hidden in the crevices, there's a hope to breathe again. I'm a parasite among the dead. The lies I told better left unsaid. This can't be it. Cycle goes, it never ends. Your words echo inside my head. They capture me. Falling into misery. Sound my aura make waves. We don't wanna live alone. So bring your life into our boat. Fly to blind to fish and seas. These empty minds are all I see. Hidden in the crevices, there's a hope to breathe again. Say these wounds will only grow if I don't stop and let this go. I give you this withered heart of mine. Mind is racing, can't see erase these twisted memories that chase me. Heart made of time, I'm lost, I'm so far gone. Can there be something more that we can rely on? Falling into misery, still my aura make waves. We don't wanna live alone, so bring your life into our boat. Fly to blind to fish and seas. These empty minds are all I see. Hidden in the crevices, there's a hope to breathe again.
Millions of Americans every day are shedding unwanted pounds by taking tested and proven Ultra Lipo Stick. Carbohydrates are bad. Our carbo-fighting antioxidant is good. Just listen to these satisfied customers.
My name is Gail, and I lost like 20 pounds on Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Jared, and I lost 46 pounds using Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Zach, and I actually gained weight. This stuff sucks!
Ultra Lipo Stick is safe and easy to inject. Just 3 doses 4 times a day, discreetly underneath your fingernail. Listen to this.
I used Ultra Lipo Stick and suffered from side effects like uncontrollable greasy discharge.
Ultra Lipo Stick, it turned the armpits of all of my shirts orange. This stuff is crap.
Try it today and see some real results. Ultra Lipo Stick. Not available in stores. Results may vary.
Don't be a pussy. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353.
Yeah. Want to say hey to everybody out there, and of course our friends over there at Hog Culling and Contracting. Karen and David, of course, they run it, family owned and operated. Your number one priority over there. They're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs, lawn maintenance, car repairs, and more. Call 941-204-1264 to set up an estimate. Honest, hardworking, and fair prices. That's Hog Culling and Contracting, 941-204-1264, serving all of Southwest Florida. Yeah. It's hump day, everybody. 813-699-5353. I did say I was going to go over my affiliates. Never did that. So bad. Let's go ahead and get our Wednesday list of affiliates there. Thank you to Alien X Radio. Keith Alienstone is the one who owns it there, right there in Michigan. You can visit them, alienxradio.com. Lime City Radio, thanks to Mike D in Indiana. LimeCityRadio.com. I actually had to go ahead and correct Mike real quick last night, in the middle of the night, because he actually went ahead and he posted Wednesday's lineup for Lime City Radio, and I wasn't on it. I'm thinking, hey, did I get dropped or something? Where's my show? He's like, well, that's what he gets for working 16-hour days. I'm like, oh. Yeah, that's not fun, working 16-hour days. I want to thank the people there at Delmarva Talk Radio, Vinny and the crew, delmarvatalkradio.com. All the way across the pond in Ireland, it's Tomorrow Radio. Andrew and the gang over there, thank you very much for having us on Tomorrow Radio. It's tomorrowradio.com. AOW broadcast, Bad Billy, who is also the host of Outlaw Radio. He's there in Idaho, where the potatoes are grown. AOWradionetwork.com. You can visit them. And, of course, Matt's station over there in New Hampshire, IPM Nation. Go ahead and visit IPMNation.com. And Rockin' Waves Radio, Chris in Georgia. Thank you very much for carrying the show, rockinwaves.com. And Steve Jarrett, host of the Steve Jarrett Morning Show from 10 to 1. Every Monday through Friday, he has his station, Q-Star FM, right there in Tampa, QStarFM.com. And, of course, you can hear us on replay, 920 WO on the Apple and 940 WEAF the Liberty. Can be found on WONNewYork.net and the UG Media there in UK. You can be heard on the XL channel on the UG.media. Got a phone call. What's going on? Hello.
Hey, this is Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia. How you doing?
Look, people don't want to work. My daughter works at a gas station, and I don't want to name the company, but they have gas station cafeteria-like food, and they pay $8 an hour, and you stay long enough, you'll be getting $9, $9.25.
Yeah.
And my daughter got 2 pay raises, but people are relying on some kind of government help or the stimulus check or somebody. And the situation is all the people applying under 30 and they on some kind of government help or temporary help, and they want to work under the table. And these are legit gas stations, American owned, people who pay taxes, and they don't want to do the job for even $8, $9 an hour, even $10 an hour. McDonald's is how they treat their workers. My daughter worked for 1 year in McDonald's, and she was paid like $8, $8.25. You couldn't get a free food discount or nothing, only the dollar menu one time. They watch when they drank the soda like was stealing. So it was more the psychological warfare on workers because you needed the job. People are about to retire, divorce, going back to school. My daughter just did it because even though they're grown, they don't have no bills to pay their own, helping with the rent or something, and food and shelter.
Right.
But it's how they treat their workers. So nobody can blame the illegal alien taking over the damn job because it's upper management and owners, they take their people unfair advantage. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah. I mean, when you go ahead and take a look also too, I think part of it, and I agree with all of what you're saying, Sylvia, but I think part of it also has to do with something. I don't think a lot of people are still comfortable going out there with the coronavirus. I know you hear everybody, it's like, yeah, we're ready to get back to work with this and that, but you're not seeing the numbers. And you're right. I think it's how you're treated. So you can offer me $12 an hour, but if I'm treated like shit and I'm working in 90-degree conditions when I'm supposed to have AC and management doesn't give a shit about me, yeah, I'm walking. I'll find a job that's $9, $10 an hour where maybe I'm having a good time and treated fairly, you know. But you're right. McDonald's. I
worked at KFC and they treated me great. It wasn't the greatest pay. As long as you ask for something like extra chicken leg, you know, something, you're not stealing, but the managing you, the accountability. Right now I work with the sheriff and they show because people move up.
Yep.
They go someplace else, they get the degree. And
there's actually a
sometimes
future in that, but that's what there's a future in that. Like KFC, what are you going to do? You're going to become assistant manager. You realize I make more working 10 years with Xfinity. I make more than 2 general managers would make at a KFC. They're about like $11, $12 an hour, $13 an hour if you're lucky. And they have to bust their ass 50 hours and they have all this responsibility. I mean,
the example that I just called an ex-coworker, she moved up, she got out of Department of Correction, and she earning $21 an hour. Well, she called me, they had a fair. I don't want to mention the company. I think it's located in McDonough or Locust Grove, Georgia.
Right.
It's a company. They had a job fair and she was sick. So she couldn't tell me what time it was. They lack of people and they started paying $15 or $17 an hour. They cannot even get people in outside.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is that people are not stepping up and taking responsibility in a sense.
Yeah.
And you say, are you sure you say $17? Yes, $15, $17 an hour. And they cannot even get hired people at all.
When you're offering $2 more than what they're considered the minimum now, it's going to be $17 an hour, and you still can't get workers. I mean, damn, what are you expecting? What do you want? I mean, you're looking at you're looking at a starting job that you're supposed to be maybe coming out of high school or college. It's a starting job. I've seen there's a neighborhood pizzeria. Actually, I think it's a chain, but it's a very small chain called Uncle Nick's down here in Port Charlotte, Florida. And I'm seeing how much they're paying there. They're talking team members, $12 an hour. Assistant managers, $14 an hour. Regional managers, store managers, $16 an hour. This is a neighborhood family-owned pizzeria that, they have a couple of stores going on, so they're successful.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 or 3 stores.
But it's like you're going to say $14 an hour, and they're taking starting. Like, for instance, you don't even need management experience to go ahead and get or college. They'll train you. But if you have relevant experience, you can make more. That's their minimum. And you mean to tell me you can't go and work and earn your own paycheck? You have to sit there and twiddle your thumbs and wait for government assistance? It's crazy.
Oh, Richard, how you call it? Let me think how nobody's listening at work. But how you think how much I earn as a detention officer?
The detention office. 15.
Here in Georgia. Guess how much I get an hour?
13 to 14. I'm guessing.
No, $17.49, and it's more the workload because I have coworker with college degree, and it's not just security. You have to do data entry. I'm not a data entry person. I'm training. I'm trying, but I'm not data. It's computer based. It's law that you have to know. I mean, from drunken driving without a license, murder, stuff that you jumping bail, all that stuff that I'm not accustomed from Department of Correction to detention officer. So $17.39 for people who have a college degree, this is nothing, but they dedicated to their job. It's not like they're disgruntled because they're going to work as a detention officer. So imagine a person flipping burgers, what they want.
Exactly. What do you want? Well, you know what I want? I want air conditioning. I don't want to work in a 90-degree kitchen. That's one.
Jackson, Georgia. Jackson, I know I'm going to cut it. I'll take you long on your time, but
you're fine.
McDonald's in Jackson, Georgia, one in Macon, Burger King in Macon. Sometimes they say, "Oh, we're fixing this AC." I've been in Macon in 2 years, and I live over 3 years in Jackson, Georgia. You couldn't even sit and eat because you were like burning up. Like you had a fever, you had a hot flash because, we were fixing the AC. But those people working to $7 to $8 an hour, they were suffering in the damn kitchen.
Yeah, I'm sorry that
and mistreated.
$7 to $8 an hour. I could probably make that going ahead and sowing water at the in the median on the highway. Just
Yes,
I'm not going to do that.
Alien.
And I have unlimited water I can drink as long as I don't drink my profit.
Yes, but I'm just saying, I don't know what people want. They cannot blame the illegal alien for jobs.
They're not even doing that anymore.
Them
They're not even doing that anymore. They want to sit on their ass and they'll go ahead and cash their check that they're mailed into. And I'm surprised that people can even cash their checks because I'm surprised they're even paying their taxes. Because you have to pay your taxes in order to get that.
My husband right now, they need so much. And the gas
you don't work, you don't have to pay taxes.
Part-time for 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
My husband is 69 years old, and he's going part-time 4 hours a day or less, about 16 hours a week because they don't have enough people.
Jeez.
So an old man can get a job.
Right.
I mean, somebody in here can get a job too.
Yeah, it's the people. Get off your ass.
Yes, and I'm nice talking to you. I enjoy the show. This is my day off, so I'm going to enjoy your show.
Well, thank you, Sylvia. It's a pleasure talking to you, and thanks for supporting the show.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care. All right, Sylvia up there in Georgia. Hey, listen, she makes valid points there. Laura, I want to say, hey, what's up? Laura is also agreeing. It's ridiculous on how everything's going on. John is mentioning that he works in a truck stop in Connecticut. They offer profit share, and he's excited just for profit sharing. Not sure how I'd feel about that. How's the pay? Laura continues, but you're trying at this point. At least you're working. She also continues, I have 3 jobs and looking. No reason for anyone not to be working. I mean, 3 jobs. Damn. I mean, Laura, I have to ask, are all of these jobs full-time? Or I can't imagine. They have to be some of them part-time. Are all of them part-time? I mean, again, she's trying. She's, she's hustling out there. That's the way it is. And a lot of these companies, they're looking for people. They're begging people. That's like going into Walmart. They're begging for you to get your COVID shot. You want a COVID shot? You want a COVID shot? I got COVID shot. Come on over here. Come on. Don't worry about the deli. It'll still be there after your COVID shot. Come on, get your COVID shot first. Get your diapers later. COVID shot first. It's like they're begging you to get your COVID shot. And they're begging you to work. I mean, right now, you can go in anywhere. Honestly, I thought about doing this for a bit. I would need a camera person just to kind of be discreet. I thought about going into Burger King because I went into Burger King one day for breakfast, and they have a stack of applications right there on a table right next to the entrance. Fill out for an immediate interview. I actually thought about just doing it, seeing what they say. You're hired. Congratulations. Psych. But I couldn't do that to them. I couldn't go ahead, fill an application, to take their time and say, this is how easy a job is. This is how easy. I walk in with this shirt and I got a job. I don't even have to dress up.
Yeah.
and working at a pizzeria. I mean, listen, there's people that would dream of working in a pizzeria, especially a family owned one, because it's going to be fun and a relaxed atmosphere. And you're going to make $12 to $14 an hour. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my job, all my interviews were over the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't actually meet anybody there until I went to take my competency for my credential.
Yeah. Laura goes ahead and answered my question. No, I own a small construction company. I bartend and clean rental units. I'm looking to get back into medical and going back to school. There's not even enough time in the day. How do you find it, Laura? I commend you. Congratulations on that. John says minimum wage in Connecticut's 13. It goes to 14 at the end of August, then 15 in 2022. I think that's where we're all heading. I think we're all heading to $15 an hour at that point in time. But it's like, even at $17 an hour, like Sylvia was saying, it's not enough. What do these people want? Because you know what? I'm sorry. Those registers that have nobody, the self-checkouts, they're going to become more and more, because I know $15 an hour is not going to be the answer. It is not. It's not going to be the answer to the poverty. It's not going to be the answer to living wage, because you know what's going to happen? That $15 an hour is going to be the new minimum wage, and it's going to be the poverty level at that time.
The thing is, though, you still are going to have those people who don't want to work, who want to take advantage of the system, who want to find ways around it.
And do we both agree that the system's broken?
Yeah.
System's broken. You got people that are just sitting on their ass for years, collecting unemployment, finding reasons to collect unemployment.
Well, not even just that. People collecting welfare.
Yeah.
Because, this is the really sad part, is they have all of these kids so that they can collect more welfare. They don't care about the kids.
No, they're
not taking care of the kids properly sometimes.
Yep.
And they just keep having more and more because, well, the more kids you have, the more money you can get. Mm-hmm. And then they don't live with their baby dad, even though they're still together, because if they split the if they don't live in the same household, they can collect more.
Right.
And because he has these kids and I have these kids.
Yeah, they find loopholes. They find these loopholes like, well, if we if we break up, have him live there for half a year and we claim him for half the year over here, we're both in the money. We're in the money.
Well, and then they walk around with their iPhones and their iWatches and their,
What about the people that are actually out there?
Louis Vuitton purse.
What about the people that are out there panhandling?
And the Michael Kors bag and the whole thing.
Those people out there panhandling, they're walking around with their not even walking around, they're hiding their Mercedes Benz. They're collecting all that money and they're just going in and taking their shoddy clothes, put them in the washing machine that costs more than our dryer and washer put together. And they're living in this fancy house. Just that people just want to milk the system. And you know what? Honestly, you got to kind of give it to them in a little bit.
Not really.
Because if they have the nerve to go ahead and milk that system, I mean, you got to live some type of really weird life. You have to. I mean, it's just that. John, but everything will go up in cost. It will not be the answer. Charles, 100% correct. Thank you, John. Laura says, customers walk in my bar and see my work ethic and ask me if I want to work for them. Not tuning my own horn, just saying that to see somebody that's not lazy, they want you. We can't find help in the construction industry. They're just so lazy. John says, we got to hit that lottery tonight. That's right. Powerball's tonight. I forgot. I got to go get tickets. I got paid today. And Laura says, amen. Yeah, we got to hit the Powerball tonight. Powerball. I mean, listen, I know I'm being a stickler on here, but how much is the Powerball? If it's a lot, I'll go buy some tickets. Maybe if it's a little bit more than a lot. I mean, a little bit less than a lot.
A little bit more than a lot.
I shut up. It's been a long day.
Oh.
I really do have to get a new phone.
Look at this. Then we're
Look at this. I have that green line down my fucking phone. Well, no.
I was like, you showed me that last night.
I know.
What is it?
I got
worse?
that green. Yeah, well, it's covering up the Florida lottery icon.
Oh my God.
137.
Whatever shall you do?
137 million. I can afford to get like maybe a few bucks there. Go to Publix, get some parfaits, and sit and watch Big Brother. Which, by the way, we're going to talk about right here.
Big Brother.
Big Brother. Brother. Hulk Hogan. Brother. We're going to do that right as soon as we're done with the memes. And yes, I promise I have your memes there.
I saw that. You got mine.
I did.
Mine were funny.
Well, I didn't
there
say
was only
yours
two
were,
of them. But
well, they're still funny.
They're funny.
Yeah. All right, let's do the memes. The memes here are brought to you by me because Karen's not here.
Who's Sharon?
Sharon. I don't know.
Sharon is Karen.
Sharon is. Wow. Do I have the right one here? Maybe. Yes. All right. You can leave $5,000 unattended in a room with me, and every dime is going to be there. Now, if you leave M&Ms or something, it's your fault.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
They wouldn't be there.
This one is a visual. Remember the opening to the Muppet Show where everybody has their own little spot in the Muppets? And the caption says, I finally remember what Zoom meetings remind me of. That was pretty good. I want to leave Facebook alone so bad, but it's like a ghetto newspaper. Okay. Got a guy on his phone. My mom, who lives 5 minutes from me, every time it storms, she's asking on the phone, "Is it storming at your house?" This one is a sign that says, "I'm not aging like wine. I'm aging like milk, getting sour and chunky."
Ew.
I feel like that too. Here's Conor McGregor. He suffered a seriously horrific ankle. He broke his ankle, and it was like you saw it. Like it was horrific. And he's sitting down, and the announcer is sitting next to him doing an interview. And they're both kind of pissed off. He's like, when you got to sit with an angry toddler and explain why they're in timeout. I did my best to try to explain the picture as best you could. Here's Stitch with a mask that says "Stay away." The caption says, "Walk away. I have anger issues and a serious dislike for stupid people." I agree. Here's Joe Biden pointing. Ever notice when we say Joe is stupid, it never gets fact checked? That means it's true. There's a sign that says "Big Daddy's Meat Wagon." The caption says, "When she asks where you're taking her for dinner." Okay. There's Stitch there. Oh, sometimes I wish.
I get it.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's Meat Wagon. Yeah.
Sometimes here's Stitch looking in the distance. Sometimes I wish I was an octopus so I could slap 8 people at once. I think
Stitch already has 6 legs.
Yeah.
As it is.
This one here shows the Breakfast Club sitting in the line. Just remember, for every boomer that hates a millennial, there's a generation in between that hates you both. That's true. Here, there is a mosquito problem in the north and south. So, north, if the mosquitoes in the south are so bad, why don't you just use bug spray? And there's a bottle of off and the mosquito with his nose inside the hole of the off, and it says "mosquitoes in the south."
That's about right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I feel like. I could spray myself like crazy, and then those damn things are still all over me.
Here's a message. So apparently 50% of homeowning is hearing strange noises and hoping they are made by ghosts because I can't afford to fix them. I think that was last week too.
Yeah, I think
it is.
last
All right.
week.
So that is the memes.
You know that raining one though about your mom living 5 minutes away and asking you if it's raining at your house. It is a legitimate question
Down here in Florida. Yes.
Because it could be raining on one side of the street and not on the other.
Absolutely. I mean, it is a legitimate question in
It
Florida.
could be raining in the front yard and not in the back.
But you know what? Even though it's a legitimate question, it's still funny as hell.
Well, that is true.
Living 2 minutes away. Hey, is it raining over there? I see it's really dark over there. Yeah, it's pouring down cats and dogs. Let's see. John says, got to say, Conor is a great self-promoter. Talking about Conor McGregor. He's the guy that fought in that UFC fight, broke his ankle. I mean, he had surgery on Sunday, so hopefully he's okay. But it was really horrific. He couldn't stand. Laura, I believe, agreeing with John, saying so true. 813-699-5353. Let's get into it. Big Brother time. I know they're airing right now, and well, I'm not watching it. Relax. I mean, I could.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were reading spoilers or
No.
anything. Okay.
I mean, I could read spoilers.
No.
We don't want to read
I
spoilers.
don't want spoilers. I want to watch it.
Okay, fine. So we're going to watch Big Brother. So what's been happening in Big Brother? It's the first week, so everybody's kind of getting an idea of how everybody is right now. And we're actually still kind of learning everything and who everybody is and stuff like that. Where the hell is my update? Damn it.
You sent it to me.
I know, right? I sent it to you?
You did.
All right. Well, maybe I'll just...
I don't remember whether it was in text or if it was in Messenger. But
No, it was a Messenger.
okay, you found it?
No.
No, you didn't.
I did not find it. Morning Show affiliates. That's not me. Where are my ideas? I don't have my ideas. Unbelievable.
You don't have your ideas.
I don't have my ideas. I'm topicless here. Topics and conversations. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh, this is crazy. Anyway, so I can't believe I don't have it. What the
Is
fuck?
that the one you sent it to? I don't think it is. I think
thought it
you
was.
sent it from the other one.
Hey, Sabrina, how you doing? Trying to talk Big Brother, but
It's
damn.
in the Charles Richardson team.
It's in the team?
Yeah. If you scroll up above the memes, and then there was another little video that I posted.
Oh,
and then
here we
that's
go.
where
Okay,
it is.
I got it. My God, it's so lost up there. Anyway, Big Brother 23, we were watching Sunday. And, of course, Sunday was when they were going to start nominating people. Frenchie, who's the redneck HOH right now, and Big Derek, they were talking, the guy that's like 400 pounds. They were talking about a final two alliance already. Of course, we know, I think it's a little too early for final twos.
Yeah.
We found out Frenchie is not shy at all. He is a huge social butterfly. It sounds like he's a man of his word, but we're going to find out later that's not technically true. The ladies seem to like him. He's being straight up with everybody. Now, there is a new competition in Big Brother this year. It's called the Wild Card Competition. What's going to happen is there was going to be a competition with the other three team captains. They picked one member of the team to do a competition. And the winner of that competition was safe for the week, and they'd spin a wheel to take either 1, 2, or all 3 of their members with them. So Christian, that's the one with the cornholes, right? The cornrows?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christian was targeted by Frenchie because he's looking for the meatheads. He called them meatheads.
Yeah.
Christian and somebody else. I forget who. I think it was Derek.
Christian and Travis. Travis. There was a few, but Christian, Travis.
I think the guy from Rhode Island. I think it was him. And Brent. Right. So
were ones that he had named off it.
So Christian won the competition, which means he was taken off the list for Frenchie. And now all of a sudden, he told all the ladies, hey, listen, ladies, you're all safe. No worries. Right? Well, things didn't work out so well, and now his team is all safe. Christian and a couple others are safe, and the list of people that are available to him to nominate has dwindled down to the point where he had to go back on his word, and the ladies were not happy with them.
The thing was, he put up Alyssa because she was already starting to kind of show.
That's right.
Some kind of.
There was a relationship between Alyssa and Christian.
With Christian.
Right. So because Christian couldn't go ahead and be nominated, the best thing that he was looking to do is put up Alyssa. And Frenchie did approach Alyssa about, trying to be kind of, covert and stuff. It's like, is anything happening with anybody else? Anybody else come to you for an alliance or anything like that? Blah, blah, blah. And all of them, because it was Alyssa and a few other people, all of them said no, we're not going to do that. Number one, that is kind of like, you start asking people, hey, has anybody done an alliance with you yet? It's kind of like, well, what the fuck do you care?
And
why
you're
are you
not
peeking
going
in
to
that?
admit that.
Yeah, you're not going to admit that anyway. So it's like now you have to put on your LiDAR.
Yeah.
You have to put on that.
But the thing is, she didn't have an alliance really with anybody yet.
No. But
or at
it's
least
just,
not that we know of.
But it's just the way it's portrayed.
But her and Christian have been kind of
What's up, Dondra? How you doing?
buddy, and they kind of, they've been flirting and things like that. So he doesn't want any showmances to pop up. So if he can't go after Christian, then he's going to go after Alyssa.
Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. The nominations are currently, and I want to make sure I put this as it was Kayland and Alyssa. Kyland. I'm sorry. Kyland and Alyssa. Those are the nominations that Frenchie put up. Now, I will say there has been a change in nominations. I'm not going to go ahead and spoil it, but there has been a change. And we'll be watching that later on tonight. But, yeah, it's the nomination. It's kind of weird how everything's working this week because everybody's played in teams. And the way it's going so far is if your team wins the competition, it's not like the immunity competition that's happening. You and the 3 people on your team cannot be nominated. You have now, your nominations have shrunk from 15 to 12.
Well, and when they played with teams before, they did do something similar.
Yeah.
To where, because that was before you started watching.
But it's a different way of playing the game now.
Right. It is.
They're going to have
But yeah, it was like whoever won HOH, their team was safe. And then they also did have some kind of competition where they could get, where they could save their team members too.
Yep. Right. So the meatheads were Christian, Brent, and Travis. So those are the 3 meatheads that Frenchie was talking about, calling them meatheads.
And Xavier, there was 4 because Xavier was in there on that too. The thing was,
I think Xavier's
Travis
on the team though.
And Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier's on the team. That's why.
Well, when Frenchie came in, that first competition, he made a deal with Travis, Xavier, and I think it was Brent. Whoever the other 3 guys, or no, it was Derek.
Yeah.
Big Derek. The 3 guys that he came in with.
Big Derek is actually going to go ahead and apparently serve as a ride or die. They're going to be, final 2 already.
Right.
Hey, Becky, Canadian Bacon, what's up? How you doing?
But anyway, he made a deal with the 3 guys that he came in with that he wouldn't put them up the first week if he won HOH.
Yeah.
So he kept his word on that deal.
He did, but the thing is he told all the ladies, and the ladies started blabbing to the guys.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And I don't think he knows that's happened yet. Because now that...
I don't know. I don't think he really cares, to be honest.
Well, he should.
So what? They said that. But you know what? He didn't follow through with it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, obviously
that's going to piss off all the rest of the women.
It did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It did. And it's
because they were all like in his corner. Oh, God, you're not going to put up any women. Yep. We're in your corner. We're with you.
We're so thankful. Thank you very much.
And then, he went ahead and did it anyway.
I really like Frenchie because he's not going to put up any women, and he's going to be somebody that's going right after the guys. Yeah. So it's like
all the women were talking about, and now he went back on that and he put up a woman. So.
Yeah. So anyway, that is what is going on right now. And again, tonight's episode, there has been a change to nominations. Not going to say how big. May not be what you think, but there has been a change to nominations, and we'll have more of that information on Friday's show, including who was evicted on the very first Big Brother eviction ceremony. So that is going to do it for the Big Brother update. Not too bad for an update, right?
Yep.
We pretty much covered everything. But it's very interesting. They got some very interesting characters this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the way they're putting it out, it's high risk, high reward, kind of like you're putting your life on the line, or you're putting. It's a lot like gambling. A lot like gambling.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing this year. So anyway, 813-699-5353. We're going to go ahead, take another break. Now, when we come back, we're going to close out the show with everything else that we need to talk about. We'll also end it on a good note with, of course, Alyssa's good news. Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The weekend is almost here. The good news with Alyssa is next. Stay tuned.
Right, girl. You look at me.
a mason jar. I got 24 bottles in the back of my car. Headed to the lake to meet the boys. We're gonna raise a little hell and make a little noise. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Me and my buddies got a big old fire. And 5 girls dancing to Whiskey Myers. It's a big glass bottle with a ring on top. Tonight we're doing that moonshine stop. Drinking all day and feeling so fine. Had 24 bottles and we're down to 9. Party's still going, no need to stop. Tonight we're doing that moonshine stop. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Welcome to my home. Ever since last fall, may seem kinda strange, but I've seen it all. Now we're at my place, Dome Mark 204. Just another one, lost outside the door. Welcome to 204, terror behind the door. Dreams playing out every night, problems upon the floor. Welcome to 204, terror behind the door. Dreams playing out every night, problems upon the floor. All the walls are stained and the windows barred. Sometimes we're outside, but we don't go far. Stench of rotten milk and some turpentine. Ignore all the pain, 'cause they're on our side. Welcome to 204, terror behind the door. Dreams playing out every night, problems upon the floor. Welcome to 204, terror behind the door. Dreams playing out every night, problems upon the floor. They give us these pills to make sure we sleep. Talk about loved ones, wonder why we weep. Mr. Simmons there in room 203. He screams
You know, when I hit 50, my body went through a big change, and not for the better. Severe erectile dysfunction shattered my confidence, set me into a depression, and almost ruined my marriage. And believe me, I tried everything. But then a friend told me about Zentrax, so I tried it. And it worked.
Zentrax is the strongest male enhancement drug on the market. It increases blood flow, boosts testosterone, and ends erectile dysfunction instantly.
So I asked my doctor about Zentrax, and he said, Zentrax? What the hell is Zentrax? And I said, Zentrax. It's the strongest male enhancement drug in the world, and it works. And he said he'd never heard of it. So I pulled up the Zentrax website and showed it to him. He started laughing. He said, are you insane, man? You can't put that junk in your body. It'll kill you. Your heart will stop. Rhino horn, ammonia hydroxide, that's what's in meth, right?
Zentrax is made strong enough to work on the most extreme cases of erectile dysfunction. And fast.
My doctor asked me, where'd you even hear about that? And I told him, a friend. And he said, well, what's his name? And I said, well, I don't really know him, actually. And he says, but you just said he's your friend. So I told my doctor, look, let's just forget about him and just write me a script for Zentrax, and I'll be on my way. My doctor said, are you deaf, man? No. I could lose my license. You could die. I said, yeah, I think I still want it, though, so give it to me. Write the prescription. I wasn't leaving. So he says, I think that website just froze my computer. So I grabbed him a little. And he goes, you're hurting me, sir. Zentrax works.
Side effects for Zentrax include fits of rage, acne, bleeding, baldness, blindness, whooping cough, hallucinations, coma, trouble swallowing, decrease in semen, increase in semen, nasal sores, constipation, vomiting, night terrors, amnesia, and suicidal urges.
And those are just the side effects I tell you about. I get the sweats, my bones are cold, my teeth are loose, my heart gets really, really hot. I could read minds. And sometimes I wake up driving a stolen car. And my erections are fantastic. When I wear gray sweatpants, people cross the street, which is fine. Zentrax gave me my life back. Hail Satan.
So threaten your doctor or ask your ketamine guy about South African Zentrax today.
It works.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
813-699-5353. It's the number to call. You want to jump on the conversation that we're having, which is number of conversations that we're having. We were talking about, unemployment, the rate increase, people not wanting to work. Burger King up and left everybody. Yeah, it's crazy. And then we started talking about Big Brother and what's going on there. And we're about ready to go ahead and talk a little Disney, because there's stuff happening at Disney that, listen, we're pass holders. We like Disney, and I think you all should too. And if you don't like Disney, then, well, this part of the show is probably not going to be for you now, is it? Not really at all. So we got the Small World music happening. And if you want any more information too, I am one of the group administrators there. At the Walt Disney World Pass Holder Group. Let's get over there real quick, because that's where I post all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Heary. That I didn't say that right. The monorail Epcot, the monorail there that goes to Epcot is finally going to be reopened Sunday.
Oh,
it is
finally
back. We like Epcot monorails.
Isn't the Magic Kingdom one still closed?
No.
After it crashed?
No, it's back open apparently.
Oh.
So, according to Dr. Disney, they're finally going to reopen the Epcot line monorail, which has been closed since God knows forever.
Well, since COVID.
Yeah, right.
It was open before that, because...
Yeah, that's true. Disney has stated that the Epcot monorail beam will operate daily with service beginning 1 hour before park open and ending 1 hour after park close, like normal. I think it's only 90 minutes before.
I like that, the Epcot one, actually, more than the Magic Kingdom one, just because you're going over part of the park, and it's kind of cool to watch.
It is. It's kind of cool. Due to the reopening of the Epcot monorail beam, direct bus service from select Walt Disney World resorts to Epcot will now be discontinued. And that includes Grand Floridian, effective July 25th, Disney's Contemporary, also on the 25th, and the Polynesian a little bit later in mid-August. They haven't declared the exact
interesting.
time. I don't understand why they're
because they
leaving Polynesian there.
Well, but the thing is, they used to have bus service when the monorail was open before from those hotels.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking
so
maybe
why do you have to take the monorail?
I don't know. You know, you know what it is. I'm gonna just throw it out there. It's kind of like you go into the boardwalk, and you can't take a bus from the Boardwalk Hotel to Hollywood or Epcot. You have to take the
ferry.
The ferry.
Or walk.
Yeah. I think it's that way because, okay, well, listen.
Is it that way? I didn't realize
it
that.
is. If you ever taken a look at if you're at the Boardwalk or the Beach Club or even the Swan and Dolphin, you'd have no bus service to the two parks that are adjacent to them, Epcot and Hollywood Studios. You have to take the ferry or walk, like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't like the way that they are doing the monorail now when you go to the hotels to where you have to go through bag check before you get on the monorail.
Well,
because it makes it a pain in the ass, especially if you're trying to do like we do at Christmas time and go look at all of the hotels. You end up having to go through bag check 3 different times just to see the hotels.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not even that anymore.
No,
because
6 different times.
well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not that bad because you're going to go through a bag check anyway. I think you want to take a bag check before you get on anything, and that includes ferry boats or monorails or buses. I don't think buses you do a bag check. Actually,
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Because the bus depot is before bag check, so you would have to. You still go through the regular bag check.
Yep.
But monorail, because the bag check is in the front of the transportation and ticket center before you get to the monorail. If you're going from a hotel by monorail, you're not hitting that bag check at all.
Right.
So they're doing it at the hotels, and I don't like it that way.
No, it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna have to do a bag check somewhere. But they've done away with a lot of bag checks at the theme parks anyway.
Well, they're not doing it as much, but you still have to go through the metal detector, and they're still.
Let's not make a big deal.
They do still sometimes pull you aside and ask you to look in your bag.
You've been randomly selected. Get over
It
here.
happened to me quite a few times.
Well, it's because you have those big bazoombas over there. They think you're confiscating something.
No.
So that's one thing. Epcot's Food and Wine Festival starts tomorrow, all the way to November 20th. They've already went ahead and
it's ridiculous.
It is what it is. They've already released menus in regards to it. There's 7 new marketplaces. The Noodle Exchange, which is going to be near the
Are
Travelers
the pot
Cafe.
stickers back?
I doubt it.
Is the Fisherman's Pie back?
They're not going to do shit. It's
They took away all the good shit.
I know the pot stickers I love. The Fisherman's Pie was good. Listen, when you go to the Food and Wine Festival, and John says got to go. Hey, thank you very much for listening, John. You're always an awesome dude.
I mean,
great supporter of the show.
Yes, I like new stuff,
Yeah.
and I like to be able to try new stuff.
But I want the old stuff back.
But
damn it!
I also like to have. There's certain favorites that I want to have every
Yes.
time I go because they're really good.
Yes, Fisherman's Seafood Pie.
Oh, that's the stuff, man.
That's in Ireland. That's going to open October 1st. That's not even opening tomorrow.
But it is back.
I think it is. Yeah, that's back.
Oh,
and
good.
now the pot stickers, that is over in China, right?
Yeah, it's
That
just
was-
China or Japan.
Yeah, one of the two. It was one of the Asian countries.
Yeah.
So Spain. But a lot of these, you have a lot. Half of these are opening October 1st. They're not even going to be available tomorrow.
Well, then what the?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I
have
also,
no idea why would
you
they
know
do that.
What else I like, and I think it was in Japan, those little burger things, like in the little
sliders?
dough.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You
yeah,
know what
those
I'm
are good.
talking about.
Those are, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the hell they're called, but
I don't either, but they're really good.
They're good.
Well, and they have something like that over in
What the hell?
Pandora.
They're going to have something called Flavors of Fire, hosted by the NFL on ESPN, presented by Chevrolet. This is going to be a kiosk next to Test Track.
Interesting.
Interesting, yes. Another one, Lobster Landing near Mission Space. It's going to be all over the place. It's not going to be in the International Gateway, all of it. It's going to be some spread out.
Lobster sounds good, though.
It does.
It also sounds like it could be very expensive.
Yeah. Pan-fried chicken dumplings with house-made sweet and spicy sauce. I don't think that's the pot stickers anymore. I don't think that's China. Teriyaki chicken bun. Shrimp sandu. That sounds good too. Spicy. Yeah, no, not pot stickers. They don't have them.
Oh, the pot stickers were good.
They don't have them.
And you like those pot stickers too.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Listen, all I can say is each one of these things that I'm reading off is anywhere between like $4 to $8 each.
Do they still have the kefta pockets?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's in Morocco.
They're all Morocco.
I think.
The Spankatopia griddled cheese with pistachios and honey, and lamb muscata, which is Greece near Morocco.
Oh, no.
Tangerine Cafe. Oh, wow. They have a lot of
Pretty
stuff
sure
here.
it's in Morocco.
What was it called again?
Kefta Pocket. Kefta.
Kefta Pocket. No. Spiced lamb, tenderloin, tips, Moroccan bread, pistachio cafe, fried pita with tahini sauce, falafel kebab. Yeah, they don't have it. That was the Morocco one.
Disney, you're killing me.
Well, you know what? Again, this is all happening from July 15th all the way to the end of towards the end of November, right before Thanksgiving. And again, there's a lot of things that are opening that are not going to open until October 1st. Most of the stuff actually is going to be there. There is like about a handful of kiosks that are not going to be there until October 1st. So if you're if you're planning on not going there right away, you're not going to be out of it. Just after October 1st, that's where you have everything. So
you know, we should do our anniversary trip for Food and Wine.
Yeah, we can do that. That'll be right at the end.
Yeah,
we could do that. So Food and Wine Festival, again, if you want to go ahead and get more information, wdwinfo.com. They'll go ahead and give you all that stuff. The holidays are going to be a little bit different at Magic Kingdom. The Cinderella Castle Dream Lights, where they used to light up like images of snow icicles, will not return. They're doing away with those.
I was pissed that they took them away last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they're not.
That really pisses me off.
They're not doing it. Instead, they're replacing it with
projections.
Yep, with projections. Just it's kind of like how they do it at the at Hollywood Studios.
They had projections last year. They were cool and all, but I miss my Cinderella Dream Lights.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
That was gorgeous.
Yep.
It was so pretty.
Real quick, because we're running out of time, there's reports that tram fleet operators have been spotted next to the trams that may be ready to get them.
Tram operators. We see them.
We see them. We've spotted you.
The paparazzi's out watching for tram operators.
Gas those bitches up and start going. Let's move it.
Aren't they battery powered?
I don't know. I think they're gas operated. And last but not least, there's rumors that the Fast Passes are not coming back, but instead, Disney's Premier Access paid service would be replacing Fast Pass. They've already done it in Paris, and they're looking to bring it over here. They're talking per ride, per person. That's ridiculous.
I'm not paying for that.
I'm not either.
And
I won't even fucking ride the rides. I don't care.
Well, no, I mean, we'll still ride, but we'll just wait in the regular line.
That's going to be insane.
And the fact is that we're pass holders, and we've been pass holders for many, many years, and they, they're not giving us...
They're not giving us anything.
The benefits that we used to get.
They're not. So, and that brings me to believe I don't think they're bringing pass holders back.
No,
you can renew
there's
them.
been-
You can renew them, but you're not going to get them back. You're not going to be able to buy new ones.
But there's been a lot of talk about them coming back too.
Wow.
But
We'll see.
the thing is, though,
We got to hit
at
good
the
news.
very least, we should get discount.
Yeah, we got to hit. We got to hit good news. Okay, because we're running like under 5 minutes, and Alyssa right there taking over with the good news. Here we go.
Teens raise thousands of dollars for their graduation trip abroad, then donate it to the community instead. If you had a choice of seeing the world by going on a trip or bettering the world by staying home and focusing on your energies there, which would it be? For the youthful kindred spirits of the close-knit Maine community, the answer was obvious. The island of Islesboro lies 3 miles off mainland. Its population numbers about 700 full-time residents. While comprised of only a baker's dozen students this year's high school graduating class, 8 from the island and 5 who ferried in from the mainland, was larger than usual. Traditionally, Islesboro Central School seniors hold fundraising events to finance a once-in-a-lifetime class trip at the end of their final semester. Former student destinations include Paris, Iceland, Norway, and Panama. The class of 2021 had already garnered close to $8,000 in donations by the time their hopes of a journey to Greece, Japan, or South Korea were squashed by COVID-19 travel restrictions. With their plans curtailed, the group decided to spend the money they'd earned a whole lot closer to home by reinvesting it in their community.
That it?
Hang on. I'm just kind of skipping.
Alyssa's Sylvia's asking what's the prices at Disney. They're over $110 for the day, and then add like another $40 if you want to park up.
The bulk of students' earnings was donated to the Island Community Fund in aid of residents whose livelihoods were broadsided by the COVID-19 pandemic. Another portion was put to good use funding coronavirus vaccination clinics, and the rest will go to philanthropic causes as yet to be determined.
Okay.
There's a strong sense of pride in these students. That's because their decision demonstrated an awareness of hardship in their community and a willingness to do something about it.
All right.
So.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Laura, we appreciate it. I know you said you'd be right back, but we're actually closing up the show. We end at 9 Eastern. So, listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's I keep thinking it's the weekend. I wish it was the weekend. It needs to be the weekend.
It's getting closer.
Yeah. Make sure you visit my station, rawtalkonlineradio.com. I want to thank everybody from Just for Fun Radio for allowing me to be on the social media page. We appreciate Scotty and everybody there, and make sure you listen to his show, 7:30 to 10 or 7:30-ish to 10 a.m. in the morning. And, of course, we carry his show as well on Raw Talk Online Radio on top of that. So, we'll go ahead and hopefully Karen's back on Friday. We would hope so. We may find out, make sure everything is all right. But in the meantime, we're out of here. Going to go get some rest. Going to go ahead and watch some Big Brother. Going to play some Powerball. I'm going to lose anyway. So what? All right. We'll see you guys later. 7 o'clock Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Too high, get to see the light.